All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's nichebot live call-in show. This is the show where you get the intervention you need to blow past the obstacles that stand in your way. I am your host and founder of nichebot X since 2004, and we just underwent a major move, and we're just reorganizing in the past 3 weeks, so we've got a bunch of shows still left to go ahead and post to the archives, and we're just getting set back up and finally back on track with our live shows here after relocating our offices another whole county. And either way, let me real quickly get into why I created this show for Gold and Platinum users. For one, people blow right past that quick start guide that is essentially the foundation of everything before you get started, just to really kind of get you set off in the right direction, because you know, keyword research is just one piece of the pie, and you really have to have the right mindset if you're going to do this by yourself without any help or without any mentoring. That's one of the reasons why I'm here to help you along. Now, the content here is customized towards you every week. Whatever questions you may have, I'm here to answer those questions and get you over the hump so that I get you into action. That's one of the biggest things, is a lot of people tend to stay stagnant and are stuck or have obstacles that keep them from getting to where they want to go. So we customize the content towards you every single week based on your needs. Now, this show is about getting clarity and having breakthroughs, but breakthroughs come with repeated exposure to using techniques that work. So if you keep finding yourself on a weekly basis doing different techniques and not mastering certain techniques, then you're going to constantly feel like you're not having any breakthroughs. And the breakthroughs come when you use techniques, or you're using promotional techniques, or you're using keyword research techniques on a weekly basis and refining them every single week. It's when you start making distinctions that you actually start getting clarity. And it took me years to get that kind of clarity. And now there will be a replay of this show from the live show directory. We're actually producing a bunch of shows right now. There should be about 3 or 4 shows coming up in the live show directory over at nichebot.com/live show. They're either going to be in Camtasia. Actually, they'll probably be in Blip TV format and audio MP3s that you can download. Now, hopefully you can see my screen. I don't think I've been showing my screen, so I'm now showing my screen. My apology for that. You should share in my epiphany, basically. And what that is now, my epiphany came in 2004 when I discovered the power of getting backlinks, and that is getting hyperlinks posted on other people's site, usually contained within content that you get posted on other people's sites that point in towards your site. And I found out how powerful it was to use the keyword phrase. That's this right here, the keyword phrase in a hyperlink. This is a raw hyperlink that would usually show up in your HTML of your page, and usually the keyword phrase will get underlined, and that is what's called an anchor text backlink. And usually what happens is search engines end up going through links to find other pages and find new pages and crawl the web. And when they go through a link that has a keyword phrase in it, they usually it tells them that that keyword phrase is what this web page should be ranked for. And it could be the main site, main homepage of the site, or it could be an internal page. Now, I used reciprocal linking back in 2004 and 2005 to get backlinks to nichebot, and I used it for other sites. But you know, you should find whatever style of inbound links works for you. I personally use other techniques as well besides doing reciprocal linking, like articles, press releases, web directories, and so on and so forth. Now, getting inbound links always trumps the content on your page. While you can go ahead, there's all this stuff about no follow links and doing and page rank sculpting, and which is sort of advanced stuff. And while you can optimize your site on you can optimize the pages on your site, getting inbound links will always trump the content, no matter how much you've optimized the content on your page. So that really is the key to beating out your competitor, because if there is a competitive keyword that you're looking to get ranked for on Google, and that site at the top has, like, say 50 inbound links, well, you're going to have to get either 50 of the same quality inbound links, or you're going to have to get 52 of the same quality inbound links to be able to get and beat that site out for the top #1 spot. Now, if you're unfamiliar with how to build links inbound to your page, there's so many ways. You can go ahead and type in "how to build links 2009" in Google for additional ways to get backlinks. I know there's there's an older article that dates back to 2009, but it's still, a lot of that stuff is pretty applicable. Now, this show is about getting clarity and breakthroughs, so one of the things is you've got to ask questions. You've got to show up for your success. So let's go over real quickly the ground rules for the call. Everyone right now on the line is muted, and we're going to go ahead and open up the lines to everyone, and all you have to do is just ask a question anytime during this webinar through your panel over to the right. Sometimes we have a quiet group that want to just learn from other people, or they're just here to show up and get some guidance, and we can definitely talk about certain things that you can be doing. However, if you want to get involved in your success, which is really, really important, go ahead and type your question into the right-hand side panel, and we'll go ahead and take care of that. If you do want to have a live chat, put live chat in front of the question, and we'll go ahead, unmute you so we can have some interaction. And that's usually what is incredibly important to get your breakthrough. Usually, sometimes answering a question is only one-dimensional. I can't necessarily get at the main root of the problem. I sometimes have to ask follow-up questions. So go ahead and type in live chat to be able to have live interaction so that we can get really to the heart of your problem. Now, I will go from about 60 to 90 minutes depending on the number of questions and my energy. However, sometimes I do have to cut it short because I sometimes do have an engagement right after this and another live show. So let's go ahead and get right into the live interaction. Go ahead and submit your questions now, and I'll go ahead and answer them right here live on the line for you. And go ahead and start submitting your questions now, and we'll get right into it. All right, so we've got some questions coming up on nichebot. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my account, and we can go ahead and take a look at the tools here. And go over to the Google Keywords tool right now. Give me just 1 second. I'm going to get something for my throat, which is kind of dry, so I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to grab some water. All right, I'm back, and we're just going to do a real quick Google search. We have someone who has a question on a Google search, so we're going to type in knitting patterns. Now, the Google Keywords tool is usually the best way to start off your search because Google obviously is the top database that has the most searches being done on Google. It's the top search engine around the world, so they're going to know exactly what the top keywords are right off the bat. And it's usually best to start off with the Google Keywords tool and then dig deeper into the other keyword tools, such as the word tracker tool, to find other variations or longer tail keywords. You know, a long tail keyword may not be a 3-word combination. It could be a 4- and 5-word combination, like say free baby knitting patterns and that sort of thing. So, so Candy's question is, what is the best tool to start off with? And I would say that's why we've got the Google Keywords tool up at the top first, and then you can go down and use these other tools in the artillery. Now, what you can automatically do is, you can see here, is you can go ahead and invert your selection to save these keywords. I usually turn this off and I go through and I pick which keywords I want to save, and I go through the entire list of keywords that really relate to my website, and then I'm going to save these by adding them to a folder. So it's really important before you get started that you set up a folder, and that's why we have keyword projects up at the top. Set up your folder. So you go into your briefcase and you set up your folder first, so that you can then file your saved searches away into a selected folder. So once you have your saved searches done, you can then go into the deep digging tools, and you can start digging deep into your list, so that you can start seeing which keywords you want, start choosing which keywords you want to focus on. Now, if you're having a hard time on this first step of digging wide, now digging wide means you're going to want to find and discover all the different related keywords. So a lot of people may not even be saying knitting patterns. There could be you know, crochet, that sort of thing. If that relates to your industry, you want to type in all those different keywords, and if you're having a hard time uncovering them, you could come over here to the one-click LSI Keywords tool, type in your word, knitting patterns, and you'll get a whole bunch of other different related keywords. So if you're having a hard time generating certain keywords here on the Google Keywords tool, you can go right here to the one-click LSI Keywords tool and start there. And then what ends up happening, you know, one of the things you can do is, you know, you can go on to Google and start typing in knitting patterns, and you can see, you can visit these sites to see what other keywords they're using on their particular pages, and you know, you can visit like the top site, Knitting Pattern Central. You can see what they've got going on as far as different types of keywords that they're using, and it looks like, I mean, there's not much going on, but you can see here crochet, combination patterns. That's one of the keywords I talked about, which is related, but it's not directly related. It's another way of saying knitting in a different way. So that's one of the things you can do, just going on Google to do some research. But if you're just lazy like I am, I just go to the one-click keywords tool, type in knitting patterns, and I'll get a bunch of related keywords, because it basically grabs keywords from the top 10 sites in Google for that particular keyword. So I'll type in something like knitting patterns and crochet patterns. So that will give me a pretty good selection of related keyword terms, because when we're, step 2 is to dig wide. We want to find all of the related keywords that we can, so we know the entire universe of keywords, so that when we go dig deep, which is step 3, we're going to be able to dig down into each of those keywords and compile a big list of keywords so that we can then find the most optimal keywords that we want to focus on first. Okay? So I hope that answers your question, Candy. We'll go on to the next question. Okay, we have Lewis, who has a question about, please explain the data result in SEM total espionage. So let's go ahead and go over to SEM total espionage, and we'll enter a domain in there. We'll just type in nichebot, and we'll see what comes up here. So as we can see, there are no results for AdWords keywords because we do not do any advertising. There are no competitors because we don't have any AdWords that we're competitors that are there. But we do see basically here we've got the top keywords that nichebot is ranked for that are found in the top 2 keywords, in the top 2 pages. So basically SEO espionage, this tool will find all of the keywords that a website is ranked for in Google in the organic results, and then also all of the keywords they are ranked for in AdWords keywords. Now say if we wanted to find out, you know, all of the different keywords that Amazon.com has for AdWords keywords, we'll obviously get data for that here, and you can see all the different keywords. Now we only get the first top 10 words, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, it should be the top 10 keywords. And then if we want extended results beyond this that go down into 10,000 results, we go ahead and click See All Results, and then you will be charged 0.1 credits if you request to see the results. So you're only going to get charged 0.1 credits to see all of the results. Now, so what do these results mean? Now, a lot of this is kind of statistically derived information, so it's sort of based on a formula that's not necessarily really accurate. The only thing that's really accurate is we've got the position. So Amazon.com ranks for Amazon, the word keyword Amazon, in position number 2. It ranks for Amazon.com in position number 1. Here's another one, Amazon, Amazon. So it ranks number 3 and number 4 for the word Amazon. It ranks number 1 for the term earrings, number 3 for the term ab rocket without a space. It ranks number 4, MP3. And if we wanted to see all of the other organic results that Amazon.com ranks for, we would just click See All Results. So this is a great tool to find what your competitor is doing. And if you don't know who your competitor is, then you can either go to the analysis SEO stress test to find the top 10 competitors, or you could just go straight to Google and type your keyword here, and then just hit a Google search, and you'll get the top 10 competitors for that particular keyword. Then you could just take one of these competitors' URLs like good keywords, and then type in goodkeywords.com and analyze your competitor. So then we got the average volume. Okay, now average volume here is the average monthly searches for this given keyword on google.com. Now this is based on the Google AdWords tool. So Amazon is typed in roughly 22 million times. Okay, so that gives you an average search volume on a monthly basis. Okay, so this is coming from the Google AdWords tool, and I believe this is based on broad the broad search, so it's probably going to be a little overinflated. The average volume is, like I say, how many people are typing that keyword in on a monthly basis, and it's based on the Google AdWords tool, and it's, like I say, it's bringing in the broad search, not the exact match search. And so this is a sort of a range, an approximate range of how many people are typing in a particular keyword. And obviously, as we can see, you know, AbRocket has a pretty good volume. Like if you wanted to try and sell as an affiliate the AbRocket product as an affiliate, you're obviously going for a lot of traffic here, but you're also going to be in against your competition with Amazon and a bunch of other people that probably have some pretty good authority sites. Now the CPC is the cost per click that this keyword, Amazon or earrings, is going to cost, $1.46. And it's going to be based on relative to what the position is right here. As you can see, AbRocket is, you know, 5 cents a click, which is pretty darn cheap. Now the traffic percentage is going to be based on this number 2 position. How much of that how much is this particular site getting traffic based on this number 2 position? And basically this is like 48%, or you know, so the number 2 position is probably bringing in about 48% of the traffic based on the volume that's coming in on that number 2 position. And if you want to take a look at what the URL is for the listing that Amazon has, you just click on that, and it looks like for whatever reason that link is broken. And let's see if we can clean it up. I don't know why that happened, but looks like we'll have to get our tech team on this. So let's see if I can just copy that link, because the link just looks fine here as I mouse over it. Let's copy link location and go to it directly there. Apparently it's a bad URL. Huh. Anyways, I think I'm also having bad, something's wrong with my internet connection here right now, because this should be pulling it up. See if this one pulls up Amazon. Now see, this one pulls up Amazon. Now maybe that's just a bad URL and we're just getting so let's see if we got if we can pull up this earring page, and the earring page doesn't come up either. Huh, that's weird. Either way, if you want to examine the URL, most of the URL should be working in here so that you can examine what the page looks like and whether or not you want to go after this particular keyword. Obviously, if you want to save your results, you can save by double-clicking one of the boxes over here, and then check a folder, and then of course hit Save Keywords. If you want to stay on the page, just click on that. Now, one of the things that this is also good for is to find your competitors. Like if you don't know who your competitor is, you only have one competitor that you know of, you'll be able to find other competitors here down in this. You know, you'll find who are your competitors in the organic search space. So what does that mean? The people that are ranking in Google for certain keywords. So organic results these are the organic results right here, and if there were any AdWords, that's the stuff that's over here along the right-hand side. So if you have any competitors, you'll see right here immediately how many common keywords they have, the percentage by traffic, what's the cost per click percentage, and the position quality that they have in Google. So you'll be able to see who exactly are your competitors. You can click on one of these and then go ahead and do an immediate search. It'll start a search right in here. You don't even have to type it in. And you can then start analyzing what your competitor's doing. You could see who their competitors are. So you can actually start uncovering even more competitors that you may not know of, so that you can find out what keywords they're using. And now those will show up here. Now, if you want to find out what they advertise on in Google, okay, this is the column you want to pay attention to, because this shows you what kind of keywords this site right here is advertising on Google. Okay, what's the keyword? What's the position? What's the average volume of that keyword? And then, of course, how much are they paying their cost per click? And what is the traffic percentage that this word right here ends up bringing as far as traffic goes? This says 1.17%. So it's not, this is based on how much percentage is this bringing based on all the keywords that this advertiser is advertising on. So it's just obviously a piece of their entire stock of keywords that they're bidding on. And if you want to see the top 10,000 keywords that they're bidding on in Google AdWords, you can just click See Results, and you'll get that whole entire list of results right there. Again, if you want to see their competitors in AdWords, this shows other people that are competitors as advertisers in Amazon, against Amazon. Obviously, we've got Target that's advertising against Amazon. There's eBay, BizRate, Shopzilla, and you can see how many keywords they are using. They're bidding against. So it's a significant amount of keywords that they're using to bid on Google AdWords. Now, down here we have potential ad traffic buyers, and this is a great way to uncover people, more competitors. I mean, unless you're looking to try and sell some traffic on your site, this could be obviously something that's used for finding competitors or people that want to buy traffic from you. That these sites could be a potential. But if you're just doing basically competitor research and you want to find out, you're doing competitor research and you want to find more competitors that you could do research on to find their keywords, and perhaps this is a great way to fill in the spot of those keywords that you may not necessarily be aware of, that you may have missed, overlooked. And that's the thing, is as keyword researchers, we're constantly looking for keywords that we may have missed, that we may have overlooked, that will bring us in the golden traffic. And we don't know it until we get ranked for those keywords. And that's why we have to go and constantly be on the lookout and doing this competitor research so that we can find what those keywords are. We got to test it. We got to do some content. We got to get some links to the pages, and then see, once we rank, we start gauging how much traffic that particular keyword brings in and how many sales. But I want to stress that the traffic percentages here, these are rough estimates based on a formula of what the average volume is, and based on what the position is here. So this is not necessarily a real, it's a rough estimate. based on the total collective number of keywords that this particular site is bidding on in AdWords. So it's really tough to say. It's really just an apportionment of how much is the how much traffic is this particular keyword bringing in to Amazon.com based on all their keywords that they're advertising against. So it's really just a sort of a formula, and it's a, you know, I mean, I would amount it to a guess, but obviously these are sort of structured in a hierarchy of the highest. It's calculating and sorting them according to what would the highest percentage of, highest percentage of traffic for this keyword. So it sorts it into the highest percentage of traffic keywords up at the top. So this is supposedly saying that various artists is the top trafficked keyword for Amazon.com. Okay? So I hope that made sense. If you have any questions, just please go ahead and give me a follow-up response. If we have any more questions, just go ahead and then type them in to the right-hand side, and we'll go ahead and take care of your question. And remember, this is for you. It's not for me. This is for you to be able to get your own breakthroughs, so that you can move on and start positioning your website in the search engines for whatever keywords you want. So if you have any promotional questions, what kind of tools to use, I'd like to go over a couple of tools that I personally use, and getting some backlinks to my site. Some of this stuff is pretty fast and pretty simple. There's Fast Directory Submitter. Now this is a directory submitter. If you haven't submitted your site to any directories, there are about 2,000 to 3,000 directories out there where you can list your site and get in a keyword text backlink. Okay? And what Fast Directory Submitter does is it will rotate the link title or the anchor text, the description and keywords with each directory. That makes each submission look as unique as possible, and also helps get your website listed in search engines under many different keywords and link titles. And that's really, really important. See, it's really better if you anchor your text in a 60%, 30%, 10% manner. So if 60% of your link titles contain your primary keyword, 30% contain your secondary set of keywords, and 10% your third set of keywords, that's going to be enough to satisfy Google and allow it to not look like you're spamming the search engines. And that's one of the really, really important things, is that you don't create something that is repetitively doing something over and over and over and over again. Okay? You want to look human. And when you find some of these tools out there that don't necessarily rotate the anchor text, or they don't rotate the text, you're going to get lousy results. So Fast Directory Submitter is something I use for each of my sites to get them ranked on. It's a great way to do one-way link building. And if you haven't read the report, you can read this report on one-way link building tips, which will give you some tips and secrets on building some quality and natural-looking links to your site. You can download Fast Directory Submitter for free, and then you just basically pay for credits based on each submission for each site that you submit. You only submit them one time. You don't submit them on a number of different on a different basis. So this is a great way to go ahead and get some quick one-way inbound links to your sites. And then there's Fast Blog Finder. which is a sister product of Fast Directory Submitter. And this is a way to find no follow links or blogs on your particular topic, and you want to get, there's what's called do follow backlinks, which search engines will actually follow and will actually count as a credit towards a real backlink. Now, if certain blogs have no follow backlinks, that means that they won't credit you, but I think it's also important to get links from those type of sites too. And this is another free product. You can download it, and if you want to buy the full version, you can do so. It's pretty inexpensive, and as far as it being a valuable tool, it looks like they're now up to $99 on this product because it's pretty advanced, and they've got version 3. So it's definitely well worth it. Let's see. Another good product or a good service is Unique Article Wizard, and this is an article submission service. And if you want to watch a video that shows you exactly how to get targeted traffic through submitting to article directories, this is a great tool that allows you to get backlinks through submitting your articles. One of the best ways to get exposure in your niche market is by submitting content to article directories, and these article directories tend to get picked up by the search engines, and you'll end up getting, again, more backlinks to your sites. This tool allows you to spin your text so that you can submit various unique content based on one specific article, and allows you to get backlinks that actually stick. Remember, anytime you submit some content out there, or a web directory submission that is the same over and over and over, it's the same text over and over and over again, what ends up happening is the search engines will devalue that content, and unfortunately what ends up happening is the search engines end up devaluing that content, and a lot of the content gets swept away into the supplemental results of Google. And just so you see what supplemental results look like, so let's go 5 powerful ways to conduct market research. So this is an article I wrote, and if we keep going, we'll look in here. We'll keep going to the next pages, and the next pages. Usually what we'll end up getting to is a page that says there are no more results for this particular search. Let's see. Let me go ahead and confine this with quotes. Let's go 5 free powerful ways to conduct online consumer Okay, so it didn't find any results, so let's see. I'm just trying to find my article, and okay. Oh, okay, it's 4 powerful ways to do market research. Okay, so 4 powerful ways to do market research, and we'll put quotes around that, and we'll see all the different articles here. And if we go into, it looks like a bunch of these, as you can see, a lot of them have gotten picked up. a lot of my articles got picked up, and as you can see, there's a whole mess of pages. But I want to show you where the supplemental. Okay, you see, in order to show you the most relevant results, we have omitted some entries very similar to the 81 already displayed. If you like, you can repeat the search with the omitted results included. So what ends up happening is, because I have submitted this same article to so many different directories, and it went to hundreds and hundreds of directories, what ends up happening is, because I submitted the same text, what ends up happening is there may be, let's see, how many results were there? About 44,300 results for this one article that I submitted that got proliferated all around the internet. But when I get to page 81, when I get to this page, page 9 of 81 results, I get this message. And that means that all of the same articles, this one article that I submitted all around the internet, having the same title and the same body and all the same text, has gotten put into the supplemental results, and therefore they don't want to show, Google doesn't want to show it, so they've hidden all those. Now, if I had gone ahead and had a number of different, if I had spun the article title and I spun the different text and the body of the text, I would have had more of these results showing up as I'm going through this. They would have gone past page 9 and page 10. But because it's the same title, the same body, I did vary the anchor text a little bit so that I can rank for multiple keywords. I would have probably had more effective results. So that's kind of giving you an example of what the supplemental results look like. And one of the tools that you can use to submit your articles and submit unique articles is by using Unique Article Wizard right here at uniquearticlewizard.com. Let me go ahead and check to make sure we don't have any more questions. And it looks like we're good on the questions. So on that note, we'll go ahead and wrap up this edition of nichebot's live show. So every week, Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you want to join in here to overcome your obstacles and start having more and more breakthroughs. I mean, you truly deserve it, and that only happens by getting involved in your success, by showing up to this show and getting involved by interacting with me and asking questions. And obviously you want to review the Quick Start Guide for Proper Foundation if you haven't already. There's a lot of information packed in there. And you want to incorporate one way of building backlinks to your site. Just one way. You want to go ahead and start with one way and then start incorporating more and more once you start mastering that one particular way of building backlinks. Jot down any questions that you have and save them for the next show, and make sure to have them ready so that we can go ahead and answer them. You know, if you want to have your site reviewed, or a web page, whatever it may be, or a blog that you created on a free blog service, decide whether you wish to share the URL with the group, because this is a public show only for Gold and Platinum users. Of course, explain your situation in detail with specifics so I can envision the problem. Okay? I really need to envision the problem that you're having so that I can give you a detailed response, because the more info you give in return, the more clarity I can give you back in return, and I'm here to help you move forward as fast as possible, not as slow as I did in the beginning. So on that note, I want to wish everyone a great rest of the week, and we'll see you here next week. Take care, everyone.